Hey there, critical thinkers. It is time to start writing. And part of good writing is making sure that you are citing appropriately. So I wanted to take a few minutes to walk you through some resources that I've posted into D2L to help you out. First, you'll notice that in the left-hand column of your D2L screen, there is a module or a tab called Get Materials and Resources. Under that, you will find another module called Writing Help in APA. Within that module, there are several sources that hopefully you'll find helpful. The first one is going to be a reference entry and citation 7th edition cheat sheet, which we'll use a little bit later on when we start dealing with sources. The second one is a style guide that's been posted from our library here at Del Tech that gives you tons of different ways that you can cite different sources. The third thing you have in there are information on our writing center, including the hours, as well as a frequently asked question sheet if you have any desire or ability to come and visit our writing centers on campus. The thing that I want to talk to you about today, though, is how are we going to incorporate APA into the reading responses that we're doing. So I've already gone in and set up a Google Doc, just as you should be able to do. You've created your folders, you add a document, and now we're going to submit the first assignment. So here, what you can see is I put my name, the date, the name of the assignment, the name of the reading right up at the top of the page. And that should just be something you do each time that you start an assignment. Then what I did was I went into D2L and I copy and pasted the 5 questions for this particular response. And I put them here into my Google Doc. Made sure everything was Times New Roman 12-point font, and now I'm ready to answer the questions. As you answer the questions, however, many of these will require that you delve into the article in order to pull information that the author has included. So I just wanted to show you some tips on how you can do that effectively using APA 7th edition. So here for our first question, the question is, what is the author's opinion about opinions? I've already given you a hint that you can find that answer in paragraphs 1 and 2 of the article, but that doesn't mean you don't have to cite where you found it. You still need to incorporate a correct APA citation into your response. So here are a couple ways you can do that. First of all, in this first example, I have an attributive tag, which is according to Stephen Randall. That lets your reader know who your author is, who it is that is giving you the information. I then put the year of the article in parentheses behind the author's name. Then I'm going to include the information I found from the author. So here I could actually quote from the author, or even in the second example there, you can see that I'm going to paraphrase from the author. As we move forward in the semester, it's okay to start out by quoting your authors, but ultimately, when we're doing college level writing, we want to be paraphrasing what it is that we're reading and not just copying and pasting quotes from the article. But if you do quote something from the article, notice that the quotation mark before and after the information from the text, and then this information that you're quoting needs to be exact, literally like you copied and pasted it from the original. The closing quote goes before your in-text citation, and then the in-text citation itself includes the page and paragraph. There are 4 pieces to any in-text citation: the author's last name, the date, a page, and a paragraph. There are 2 different ways to format that. So when you are looking at my first example here, the author's name and the date have actually been integrated into the sentence, whereas the page and paragraph, those go at the end of the sentence. And again, note how they're punctuated. The question mark goes the quotation mark goes before the in-text citation, and the period goes here after the in-text citation. The other way that you can do an appropriate APA citation is put all 4 pieces of information at the end, as I've done here in my third example. So here it reads, according to the author, opinions, and then either I'm going to paraphrase what the author said or I'm going to quote what the author said, and then my full citation at the end has the author's last name, the date, the page, and the paragraph number. Again, notice that punctuation. Quotation marks go before the in-text citation, but the period goes after the in-text citation. Likewise, inside the citation, there's a comma after the author's name, then a space. There's the year that it was published, then a comma, then a space. When you mark page number, it's P period, lowercase p period for 1 page. If we were going to do 2 page numbers, it would be PP period, and then a range of pages. Something like that. Whereas 1 paragraph number up here is PARA period space the paragraph number, or multiple paragraphs down here, PARAS period a space, and then the range of paragraphs that you are paraphrasing. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this gives you a couple good examples and a couple of different ways that you can cite. And as I check your work, these are the kind of things I'm going to be looking for to make sure you're paying attention to these important details. All right, guys, happy writing.